Today, I'll be doing a case study on how we did 140K in just one day using TikTok ads. So let me go ahead and refresh my screen just to show you guys this is legit. As you can see, 138K, and we'll just round that up to 140. I'm also going to be blurring out some information on the screen because I'd rather not give out any hints to what our brand or product is. Down here in sales by social source, obviously the numbers are off, but you can see TikTok is a majority of the sales here. We also did some Facebook and Google retargeting. Nothing crazy though. So yeah, let's get right into this video. Before I get started with this case study, there's a couple things that I wanted to say. First of all, this day was during BFCM weekend, specifically on Black Friday, so we usually don't do 140K every day. We're still doing great numbers, but not quite that. Additionally, this day could have been 200K plus, but we were experiencing cash flow issues, and we also had ad account spend issues that were restricting us. I run this brand with my partner Ben, so he deserves just as much credit as I do for the success that we had. So first, let's talk about probably the most important topic in this video, which is product selection. Our product could have been sold to any age group and any gender, and I think that's really important when you're selecting a product. In order to hit the highest number with TikTok ads, you need a product that is broad and can be sold to anybody. There are a few exceptions to this though, so I think beauty products and relationship products, especially during Q4, relationship products convert extremely well. Those would be the only two exceptions and probably the most niched you can go in terms of getting really high numbers. However, you can still run niche products and make money, but they will not be scalable. So if you're new to the whole TikTok ads thing, maybe choose, an untapped niched product, run it up to, a couple thousand a day, whatever it is, and really start to learn how the platform works, and then start going for the bigger, more competitive products. The product you sell with TikTok ads must have a wow factor. If you can't get people to stop scrolling, they won't pay attention to your video at all, and therefore you will not get any sales. I would recommend to stay under the $50 selling price. However, this is definitely not set in stone. I've sold products that have, $70 to $60 average order value. It's possible. So if you do find, a really good product above that range, maybe test it, but just a general rule of thumb is try to stay under $50. And obviously you want that 2 to 3x markup just to make sure you can have that good profit margin. So next I'll be talking about your Shopify store, which is something we like to keep very simple. A basic one product branded Shopify store is definitely the right way to go with TikTok. One of my favorite examples is zenbodies.com. So as you can see, Zenbodies does not actually dropship anymore. I know they used to, but it's still a great example. You can see they have a very clean and simple homepage. Their main product is an eco-friendly shower head with stones inside. I guess it's healthy for your hair. As you can see, their product page is very simple. Another thing I like is how they have custom photos. So when you have a winning product, you want to reinvest some of those profits you're making into getting custom content in your website. It'll increase your conversion rate a lot. They also have Luke's reviews with some really good picture reviews, which is definitely something I recommend you put on your store. Another thing Zenbodies has done a great job of doing is branching out to more products. So they have a hose and holder. They have stone refills, which can be, a reoccurring purchase. They have a scalp brush right here, and they also have bundles, which can increase their average order value. Once you find that winning product, you want to start testing an upsell funnel on your website to increase your average order value. I recommend you test an upsell after the customer presses the add to cart button, inside the checkout itself, and also a post-purchase upsell. Think about selling products that your customer would buy with the original product they're buying. You also want SMS and email abandoned cart flows. So if you just want to keep it simple, I recommend you use SMS bump for your SMS messages and consistent cart for your email abandoned cart flows. However, if you want to do more advanced email marketing, I would recommend using Klaviyo. So with this store specifically, we just started out testing the product with the debut theme and then moved in to a more advanced theme after. Now you can use a page builder or you can use Debutify. However, I'd be careful with Debutify because a lot of dropshippers use that theme. Next, let's talk about fulfillment. So fulfillment for dropshipping is something that should be kept very simple and you should not overcomplicate or overthink it. When you're testing products, I'd recommend just to use AliExpress. Once you get to a point where you're doing 20 to 30 orders a day, or maybe even 10, as long as you're doing that consistently day over day, I'd recommend you reach out to an agent. You can find agents on Facebook groups. You can even find them on Alibaba or Upwork. They're really easy to work with as long as you find the right ones. Whenever you find a shipping agent to work with, you want to make sure they're verifying product quality from different manufacturers. So different manufacturers will be able to offer different prices based on the quality of the products. Whether you want to choose the best quality or the lower quality, that just depends on what your goal is with your brand. Lastly, before you really start scaling, you want to make sure both your manufacturer and the shipping agent can handle the high volume of orders. Next, let's talk creatives. So we've never stole a creative with our brand. When we tested the product, we had creatives made ourselves, and that's what I recommend you guys do. If you're going to steal creatives, only do it when testing the product and quickly move to your own custom content. If you're struggling for creative ideas for your product, one of the best ways to find good videos is just searching up your product on TikTok. So let's say you're selling this magnetic septum ring. All you would do is just type in the main keyword right into TikTok, and you're going to see a ton of viral organic videos about your product. If you don't see any about your product, not only is that most likely a good sign, but I'd recommend you just look up a similar product and see the type of videos that have been made. So a common practice would be just to download these videos and run them as ads. However, I don't recommend that. You want to use these videos as inspiration to make your own creatives. So this brand called MagFlare has done a great job of keeping their creatives simple and just following what has been working with organic. So in terms of actually getting the creatives made, I would recommend you contacting smaller influencers within your niche and sending them scripts and example videos for them to base the creative off of. I would say on average, one video is going to run you about $30 to $70. So if you're testing a new product, I'd recommend you find a creator and have them make 3 different style videos. You can also use a creative agency. This is probably the most expensive option. Another option is using Billo.app. Lastly, you can make the creatives yourself. So when I was first starting with TikTok ads, I would make the creatives myself. And one of my best performing creatives, which has over 40 million views right now, was actually made in my bedroom. Just to give you an idea of how important creatives really are, we were testing about 2 to 3 creatives every single day leading up to BFCM weekend. Now, during the weekend itself, we were scaling with about 5 to 10 creatives. Before I get into the media buying, I wanted to say each of these topics I've covered, I'll be making in-depth videos specifically about them. So make sure you're subscribed to keep an eye out for those. So we came in at about a 4x ROAS on the day, which is extremely profitable for our brand. We were mainly running high-budget CBOs, high-budget ABOs on lowest cost, and also a little bit of day-parted manual bids. However, I'd be very careful with the day-parted manual bids. Those things can spend a lot of your budget very fast at an unprofitable ROAS. In terms of scaling, I would test both vertical and horizontal scaling. With vertical, do around a 10 to 20% bump every few days and just see how the ad groups react. Another great scaling strategy is just mixing up vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. So simply duplicating something that's working and 2xing the budget. That works very well with TikTok. When you're scaling with TikTok ads, you want to be very active on your account because stuff moves very fast. I'll be making an in-depth video covering our media buying strategy during BFCM weekend and how we were able to scale past $100,000 in one day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you felt like I left something out or if you have any questions, please make sure to comment that down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want more of these videos. Otherwise, that's going to wrap it up. So see you guys next time.